regular edition of Mavs Insider. My name is Allie D. This is Ro Parrish, and boy, oh boy, looks like our team has got their mojo back, Ro.
Of course they do, because it's all about the big German. There's no question he's the MVP. Is there any other team in the NBA that needs a player like they need Dirk?
No.
No.
So let's see how this team did, and Dirk, in the opening tip.
MVP, baby!
Fans making their way into American Airlines Center for the second of a four-game homestand. Thanks for joining us for Mavs basketball on Fox Sports Southwest.
Dirk just asked to come out of the game.
Well, it just made a defensive play.
Pavlovich got hit in the nose.
And Dirk with a lay-in. A hard-fought Dallas victory. Number 30 of the year. 111-106, the final score. Well, the homestand rolls on, hopefully successfully tonight, as the Mavs play game 3 of 4 straight at American Airlines Center. They've got the Atlanta Hawks in town. Thanks for joining us here on Fox Sports Southwest. Hawks 16, Mavs 14. Lob back, Magic Chandler gone. Take that, Witcha. Beat of the year, put it in the books at 102-91. Dallas. Super Bowl week in Dallas kicks off with the Mavericks taking on Washington. It is time with Orlando. Cardinal, right corner this time. He's hit out of both corners. John Wall just a moment ago make him the first player on the floor in the double digits. They have a 4-point lead. Doesn't get the dunk. Kid got that rebound, and new shorts and all. Bumped away from Lewis, and Dallas will get a steal here. Terry is fouled.
I can read lips. I think Jet just ordered a beer over there. I don't know if you could tell. He landed right in the lap where he's standing in front of her still. The lady was down there serving some brews.
And the Mavericks complete a 4-0 homestand. The Mavericks start a road trip tonight in a place that is surprisingly warmer than it is back home. The Mavs are in the Big Apple for the first of 3 on the road at Madison Square Garden tonight to take on the Knicks. Behind the back, beautiful pass, Kid on the draw. Results in points because of the Knicks' fast break style. 3-ball, Dirk from the rail.
Boy, that's a nice find by JJ that time.
It does have a Groundhog Day-like feel, fittingly on this day, because it's going to be another blowout win for the Mavs in the Garden.
So were Dirk's rebounds him, or just the Knicks being a bad rebound?
No, Dirk's rebound him. Give it to him, you know. I'm not saying he's athletic, but I'm going to give it to him.
Do you think he'll still be effective when he gets into mid to late 30s?
Oh, yeah, you can't, he ain't athletic now, so it ain't going to change.
Come on, man.
That's pretty good one there.
On the Mavs calendar, the road trip continues as the team visits the Bobcats. Then it's back home for a quickie against the Cavs before hitting the road again to face the Kings, Nuggets, and Rockets. Welcome back, Ro P and Allie D. Now, Allie, we know Dirk got hurt his knee. Now, sometimes when you get hurt, you come back just a little bit out of shape.
Yes, well, Dirk won't be out of shape long, not with workouts like this.
Ah, pros versus G.I. Joes, and Rick Renner, he was there.
You've heard of dancing with Zumba. How about dancing with Dirk? Dirk Nowitzki helped rehab some wounded soldiers from Fort Hood as part of the Pro versus G.I. Joe event at the American Airlines Center recently.
Being able to do it has been an awesome experience. It's been all loads of fun, you know, doing what you can. If you can't, just do what you can do.
Man, it's exciting, it's fun, motivational, get you in shape. It's a win-win situation. So.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you want it? This was not sweating to the oldies. This was a full-fledged 25-minute workout that pushed the big German to the limit.
I can't talk right now.
20. When the 25-minute workout ended, Dirk acted like he had just hit a game winner in overtime.
Now are you ready? Now remember, you guys have a week and a half.
I'm telling Rick I'm inactive
One
tomorrow.
week and a half.
I'm going home. I'm going to soak my feet for 3 hours, and I'm going right to bed. Good night.
How does this compare to your normal workouts with Coach Carlisle?
Way harder. Way harder. I'm out of shape too, so this is just what the doctor ordered.
What was the toughest part of the competition here?
Well, since I have no chest, the push-ups are definitely a beast. Some of the running, some of the knee-ups. The abs were killer with my long legs. So I'm cooked.
Pro vs. G.I. Joe started about 3 years ago, and for that we just pit professional athletes against troops overseas. But then we started incorporating Wounded Warriors into those events. And those events are incredible, but they're standalone events. We found that Wounded Warriors need a little something extra, so we developed Rehabbing with the Troops, which is our brand new program. So not only do they have events like this, these are bonuses, but throughout a season, we break Rehabbing with the Troops up in the season. So throughout this season, they do workouts, required workouts, videos, blog posts, and active on Facebook. It's just to get them back involved and just having fun again.
Look like your push-ups look like girl push-ups. I'm just saying.
I don't really do a lot of them. They're not part of my ritual, so I'm not very good at them, but obviously now I got to work on them.
How much do you enjoy doing this with the troops?
Yeah, it's great. It's great for them to come out here and have a good day. They're rehabbing. So, no, we had a great day, and hopefully they keep it up and be back to our old self soon.
I know it's something that you and your teammates have always enjoyed, you know, the seats for soldiers and all the stuff for these guys. What do they mean to you?
Well, you know, they protect our freedom. That's why we're able to live our life over here the way we do, and we owe them a lot. They put their lives on the line to protect us and protect our freedom. So it's always fun to go out and meet some of those guys. Seats for Shoulders is always a great event, getting to spend some time with them and talking to them. So yeah, it means a lot, and that's why we're here.
Thank you, buddy. Need a hand up?
Yeah, I do actually.
By the way, I was fine after the workout. I don't know what the big deal was.
Hey, Ro, what are you doing?
You know, I'm working out just like Dirk was doing. Maybe if I keep doing this, I'll be an NBA All-Star just like the big German.
So if you do weird aerobics, you're going to end up shooting like Dirk?
Absolutely. I mean, hey, Dirk did it to get back, so why can't I?
All right, let's see. Ooh, maybe you should try something else. All right, coming up, Deshaun Stevenson rocks out for charity. I can't wait to see this. Ro? He's mad.
Welcome back. Now, Allie, do you think Boss Man has like a little something up his sleeve, maybe a side deal with Tabasco?
It's possible. You never know.
You never know. Well, while you check that out, check this out. Deshaun Stevenson recently rocked out as the guest of honor at a charity event for the Mavs.
Are you ready to go back to the 80s?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Classic rock and roll may not register with today's basketball fans as well as a classic pick and roll. But basketball in the 80s went round and round for a charity event recently at the OFS brand showroom in the Design District.
I just think with the Dallas Mavericks, everybody on this team, we try to give back, and I think we do a good job in the community. I just think it's a good thing when you do things like that.
The Mavs Foundation partnered with the Furniture Gallery for the 5th annual Furniture for Kids Rocks On event, and they rocked it like a hurricane.
I feel like dancing a little bit, so hopefully we'll get some people out there to be able to join me in that. That'll be some fun.
Absolutely, you should get your party shoes on and go out there.
I do have my party shoes on, actually. When you would get a shot of it.
Party shoes.
Deshaun Stevenson and our own Rolando Blackman from Panama, by the way, were in attendance. And the Maniacs and dance team had the looks that kill.
As an individual, I always think it's important to give back. You never know when you're going to need your community support. And as an organization, I feel like it's our responsibility to take care of the people that support us, and we need to support them as well.
Mark Followell emceed the event, which featured 80s tribute band Stan Halen.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
But the star of the night was the one-of-a-kind merchandise that was up for auction. Signed photographs, no fooling, of Hendrix, Presley, Clapton, and Morrison. 5 custom-made rocking chairs, which explains the theme, were auctioned off, with all the money going to the Mavs Foundation.
We've got about 400 people here tonight. We've raised close to, I believe, $80,000 for the Mavs Foundation in the past. You know, if we can raise $25,000, $30,000, every little bit counts. And we just hope people will bid. We're grateful.
And with Stan Halen urging guests to come on, feel the noise, those in attendance could go back to the future, or at least back to the 80s.
As we're hearing some of these tunes in the background, I feel like that I need to ask somebody to dance because it's my senior prom all over again.
We asked our guests of honor what they would like to bring back from the 80s, and we got some interesting answers.
Oh, I like the Smurfs. I say the Smurfs and the loud colors.
Oh, wow, big hair, of course.
Woo! If I could bring something back from the 80s, my goodness. I don't know if I would bring some stuff back from the 80s. I wouldn't bring the basketball shorts, that's for sure.
I would bring back slap bracelets.
The one thing that I would bring back from the 80s would be Z Cavaricci's.
You know what we need? It's like someone with a huge Abraham Lincoln tattoo on his throat. Oh, that's crazy. We've been talking about that for years. That's crazy.
And after Stan Halen shook it all night long, it was time to go home sweet home. John Radigan for Mavs Insider.
Hey, Ro, if you could bring back anything from the 80s, what would it be?
Okay, Allie, this is what I would do. I would get a high top fade, get my troop suit, and a fat dookie chain like Run DMC. What would you bring, though?
I would bring back Mike Fisher and fish stories, fish stories. It's time for fish stories, fish stories, fish stories.
Allie,
Fish stories,
you was in college
fish,
back
fish,
then.
fish, fish
So,
stories.
yeah, we'll be right back.
Correa on the drive, gets it inside with the left-hand guy.
Jordan. It's Michael Jordan taking off for the deuce.
He's like a mini Jordan. He's like a bobblehead Jordan.
Correa, right past Battier, high off the glass, and got the bounce.
I have to do that. That's just Michael Jordan. Just saying I'm Michael Jordan. I'm better than everybody else. I can show off.
Sort of like JJ.
Yeah, exactly. JJ, I'm better than everybody else. I'm smaller, faster, quicker. And he's just a little, he just didn't have the tongue out. That's all. The only difference. They look just the same though.
All righty, my favorite part of the show as well as Allie. Yes, of course.
You too.
It is Fish Stories with the one and only Mike Fisher, DallasBasketball.com. There's a pretty big game over in Arlington. Tell me a little bit about what you know.
Well, usually we focus very much on the Mavericks, do we not? Everything from their tattoos to their underwear to their socks to their hat, everything Mavericks. But this is a very special week, obviously, in North Texas. What is it, $600 million worth of revenue being brought in this area for the Super Bowl. So why don't we tip our row cap to it just a little bit? Donnie Nelson and the Mavericks are talking a lot this week about, oh, we're really into the Super Bowl. Our locker room's divided. Packers versus Steelers. So I said to Donnie, the Mavericks general manager, I said, yeah, who's who? He said, well, Donnie, I grew up outside of Milwaukee because, of course, his dad, Uncle Nelly, coached the Bucks back in those days. And he said, Caron Butler's from Racine, Wisconsin. I said, okay, well, that's two. He said, well, Brad Davis is a big Steelers fan, and Cuban is from Pittsburgh. I said, okay, that's two on each side. So the locker room's really divided in a big controversy? Well, then you start adding it up, and you guys can help me here. Two guys in this roster from France, one guy from Puerto Rico, two guys from Yugoslavia, and one guy from Germany. I don't believe the Maverick locker room is actually obsessed with Packers versus Steelers. In fact, I think half of them don't even know where Green Bay, Wisconsin is.
All right, I like it, I like it. Well, Ro, who are you for?
I'm going for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got to roll with the boss man.
Me too, me too.
I'm going with the Mavericks.
What?
I'm from Minnesota. I hate the Packers, and everybody in Dallas needs to hate the Steelers, so I'm just waiting for the next Maverick game.
All right,
I'm out.
Sounds good, sounds good.
That's not bad. You can't go Super Bowl party to watch basketball.
I love it. All right, well, for this edition of Mavs Insider, from me, Allie D, Mike Fisher, and Ro Parrish, we shall see you next time. Good night. That's true, but Dirk won't be out long when he stays in shape like this kind of workout. Let's go. You're really good at that.
She's eating the cookie. She's eating the cookie. She's in violation, but that's okay though, because we're gonna get the gym and get big and buff, because we the insiders and that's what we do.
Got it.